Welcome to ScaleUp Radio Shorts, brought to you by Smart 90, the proven 90-day execution system for scaling businesses. I'm Kevin Brent.
And I'm Granger Forson. We're the founders of Smart 90, and in this episode, we're diving into some of the most impactful insights from our recent ScaleUp Radio interviews.
That's right, Granger. We'll be comparing and contrasting key lessons from our conversations with three fantastic guests: Dave Allen from Square One Network, Samir Rahman from Data Monet, and Victor Carpio of Inventor Smart Care.
Our goal is to distill their diverse experiences into actionable takeaways, helping you navigate the complexities of scaling your own business. Let's get started.
So, Granger, let's start by introducing these fascinating individuals to our listeners. First up, we had Dave Allen, the Managing Director of Square One Network.
That's right, Kevin. Dave leads a B2B telecoms company based in Bristol. What's really interesting about Dave is that he actually fell into telecoms after university, and it's been the only professional path he's ever known. He started in telemarketing and rose through the sales ranks to managing director.
He's a great example of someone who thrives on challenges. He even had a psychologist involved in his MD interview who noted his enjoyment of spinning plates, which Dave confirmed as accurate. He's a big believer in face-to-face communication, emphasizing that people buy from people.
Absolutely. Then we spoke with Samir Rahman, the CEO of DataMonet. Samir is a true expert in the AI and data strategy consulting space. He established DataMonet about 3 years ago, building on a wealth of experience.
His background includes computer science engineering and an MBA, and he had what he calls a penny drop moment during his MBA dissertation on the Tesco club card, which really ignited his passion for the power of data. Samir's insights into data science, even his hobby of applying data to sports, were truly eye-opening.
And finally, we heard from Victor Carpio, the visionary founder and CEO of Inventor Smart Care. Victor is an innovator in the pet industry, and his flagship product, the world's first cat-friendly toothbrush, the dental wand, is a testament to his dedication.
His motivation for creating it stemmed from personal frustration as a cat owner, unable to brush his own cat's teeth. Victor's journey, even including an appearance on Dragon's Den, really set the stage for some unique lessons on product development and market entry.
You know, Kevin, one of the most powerful and consistent themes that emerged across all three interviews, despite their very different industries, was the absolute critical importance of deeply understanding your target customer.
I couldn't agree more, Granger. It's the bedrock, isn't it? Dave Allen, for instance, spoke extensively about the impact of redefining his ideal customer profile at Square One Network. He called it an absolute game changer.
He certainly did. Dave emphasized how this focused approach, really narrowing down who their ideal client was, led to significant growth, including winning a new customer every 4 days. It wasn't just about selling products for them. It was about fixing people's pain points around communications, which resonated so much more deeply with their revised ICP.
And it's fascinating to see how that translates to Samir Rahman's work at Data Monet. While Dave focused on a clear profile, Samir talked about understanding clients based on their maturity cycle when it comes to data. He's trying to get data into boardrooms, helping leaders understand how it can drive growth and scale, not by focusing on their size or sector, their readiness to harness data for tangible value. It's about revealing those hidden opportunities in their existing data.
Exactly. It's a different lens, but the same core principle of understanding where your customer is coming from and what they truly need. Then, with Victor Carpio from Inventor Smart Care, his emphasis was on delving into customer psychographics and identifying specific pain points, going beyond just basic demographics.
That's right. His entire business, the dental wand, was born out of addressing a very real, often unacknowledged pain point for cat owners: dental care. He truly believes that to create messaging that resonates, you need to understand the deeper motivations and struggles of your customers.
So, whether it's Dave refining his ICP for sales, Samir assessing data maturity for strategic impact, or Victor uncovering psychographics to create a groundbreaking product, the message is clear. Knowing your customer is the absolute foundation for scale.
Building on that foundation of understanding the customer, it's really interesting to see the diverse approaches our guests take when it comes to marketing and business development. Each one is so tailored to their specific business model. Absolutely, Granger. Let's start with Dave Allen from Square One Network. He talks about using
Absolutely, Kevin. Let's start with Dave Allen from Square One Network. He talks about using a broad mix of both traditional and digital methods. He's not afraid of proactive sales calls, networking, content marketing, but he really emphasizes brave, direct engagement. He'll get out there and meet people.
Yes, it's very much a boots on the ground approach combined with modern techniques. Then you look at Samir Rahman at Data Monet, and his strategy is quite different. He relies heavily on personal credibility, referrals, and networking within professional industry bodies. It speaks to that high touch, trust based sales cycle typical of strategic consulting.
That makes perfect sense for his type of business. You're building trust at a boardroom level before any engagement happens. And then Victor Carpio's journey with Inventor Smart Care is perhaps the most unique in terms of initial exposure.
Indeed. Victor gained significant initial exposure from his appearance on Dragon's Den, which, while the deal didn't go through, provided invaluable visibility. He then really focused on building an automated drip campaign, lead nurturing system designed to convert that initial interest into sales over a long period.
Right, that automation is key for a product-based business with a longer sales cycle. He also advises on preparing a press kit for PR and, importantly, when pitching B2B to retailers, focusing on the size of prize, the potential financial benefit for them.
So we have Dave's blended direct approach, Samir's trust-based networking, and Victor's initial PR splash, followed by automated nurture campaigns. Three very different but clearly effective ways of reaching their markets, all stemming from that core understanding of their customer.
That's a great segue, Kevin, because from marketing we naturally move into mastering growth, and that really hinges on sound financial management and strategic foresight. All three of our guests, in their own ways, highlighted the absolute necessity of financial discipline.
They certainly did. Dave Allen in particular gave what I'd call a masterclass in obsessive cash flow management. He really delved into rigorous forecasting, understanding EBITDA, and planning for the financial impact of future hires. It was clear that this meticulous approach stemmed from his past lessons learned, especially around private equity funding.
It's about building a solid foundation, isn't it? Knowing your numbers inside and out, and not just reacting, but proactively planning. Then you look at Victor Carpio, whose business with Inventor Smart Care faced entirely different financial challenges, especially with the lumpy investment costs of product development, like that initial £50,000 to launch the dental wand.
And his strategic shift is fascinating. Victor is moving from a direct-to-consumer or DTC model to a business-to-business or B2B approach, specifically to achieve more consistent, predictable income. He's willing to accept a smaller slice of the pie initially if it means a more stable revenue stream for future product development. That's a very pragmatic long-term view.
It shows a deep understanding of his business model and what's required for sustainable growth. And then Samir Rahman, coming from a data and AI perspective, talks about financial growth in terms of leveraging data for exponential growth. He helps clients unlock hidden opportunities by getting data into the boardroom.
Exactly. While Dave and Victor are talking about the mechanics of managing cash flow and income streams, Samir is focusing on how data itself can be a direct driver of significant financial upside. It's a different angle, but still underscores that same universal truth. You need to understand and strategically manage your finances to scale. Speaking of future hires, that brings us neatly to the topic of building a strong team and fostering a positive culture. It's an area where all our guests had valuable insights, though from different vantage points.
Absolutely, Kevin. Dave Allen from Square One Network had a very clear philosophy here. He stressed the immense importance of hiring based on cultural fit and a personable nature, even over a perfect CV. He even mentioned learning from past mistakes where he prioritized skill over character, and it didn't work out.
That really resonated with me. He's looking for people who will genuinely integrate into the team, who have a voice and who are all rowing in the same direction. It's not just about what they can do on paper, but how they contribute to the overall dynamic and collaborative spirit.
Exactly. And then Victor Carpio with Inventor Smart Care brings a slightly different but equally powerful perspective. His core belief, which he articulated so well, is that no one's going to care about your business more than you are.
That's such a potent statement. It underscores the importance of having team members and even partners, like manufacturers, who genuinely share the business's values and passion. If they don't have that inherent drive, it becomes a much harder uphill battle.
Right. It's about finding people who are bought into the vision, who are passionate about what you're trying to achieve, not just punching a clock. While Dave focuses on the internal cultural fit, Victor expands that to anyone connected to the business, ensuring they share that foundational commitment. It's a common thread, really. People are paramount to scaling successfully.
Moving on from building the right team, let's talk about innovation, protecting your ideas, and the importance of continuous learning, areas where our guests also offered some compelling insights.
These are crucial for any scaling business. Dave Allen from Square One Network really honed in on the idea of focused innovation. He emphasized avoiding what he called shiny objects and over-diversification. His lesson was to truly develop deep expertise in a few core areas to deliver real, consistent customer value.
That's a great point. It's about depth over breadth, becoming an expert in what you do best, rather than spreading yourself too thin, trying to be everything to everyone. And then you have Victor Carpio, whose entire business, Inventor Smart Care, is built on innovation.
Absolutely. Victor's journey with the dental wand highlights the significant investment in time and cost that goes into product development, 4 years of development, with a considerable financial outlay to launch. He even mentioned using AI to help with 3D models, which is interesting.
And his perspective on intellectual property was really unique. While patents offer some protection, he learned that brand strength and speed to market are ultimately stronger defenses, especially against larger competitors. It's about getting your product out there, building recognition, and staying agile.
That's a powerful shift in mindset, prioritizing market presence over solely relying on legal documents. It makes sense, particularly in fast-moving consumer goods. Beyond specific product or service innovation, there was a universal theme across all 3 interviews about the value of continuous learning and seeking external advice.
Definitely. Dave Allen himself admitted he's on the best learning curve personally and is always seeking advice from mentors, friends, and other business owners. It's that humility to know you don't have all the answers and actively seeking out input.
Samir Rahman, too, constantly recommends networking with industry bodies and using advisors to evaluate new trends. It's about discerning true value from all the noise out there, and Victor Carpio credited his network, especially industry federations, as being the best thing for leveraging resources and knowledge, drawing on lessons from a previous business venture.
It really shows that no matter what stage your business is at or what industry you're in, having that mindset of continuous improvement, being open to advice, and leveraging your network is absolutely fundamental for long-term growth and resilience.
So, having discussed all these specific points from Dave, Samir, and Victor, what are the overarching themes that really stand out to you, Kevin, from these 3 very different but equally insightful conversations?
I think it's fascinating, Granger, how, despite their diverse industries and journeys, a clear pattern emerges. All 3 embody a profound sense of passion for what they do. Whether it's Dave's drive to redefine telecommunications, Samir's belief in the power of data, or Victor's dedication to solving a common pet problem, that passion is the engine.
Absolutely. And allied with that passion is an incredible persistence. Victor's 4 years of product development, Dave's candid admission of past hiring mistakes he learned from, and Samir's mission to address a fundamental lack of data literacy in boardrooms, these aren't easy paths. They faced obstacles, and their ability to keep pushing through is a testament to their resilience.
Exactly. It's that unwavering commitment to their vision, even when things get tough. Perhaps the most critical shared trait is their strategic foresight. They're not just reacting to the market, they're actively shaping their businesses with clear goals. Dave's focus on cash flow and forecasting, Samir's strategic guidance on leveraging AI for business growth, and Victor's shift to B2B for predictable income. These are all examples of looking ahead.
It really highlights that scaling a business isn't just about hard work, it's about smart work, informed by a deep understanding of your customer, strategic marketing, sound financial management, and building the right team or network.
Precisely. Each of these conversations was packed with actionable insights, much more than we can cover in a short summary like this. We've just scratched the surface of the wisdom Dave Allen, Samir Rahman, and Victor Carpio shared.
So, if anything we've discussed today has piqued your interest, we highly recommend you dive deeper. Each full-length interview is a masterclass in its own right, offering even more detailed strategies and personal anecdotes.
That's right, Granger. We've touched on the paramount importance of truly understanding your customer, the diverse approaches to marketing and business development, the non-negotiable need for financial discipline, and the critical role of building strong teams and continuously learning.
These aren't just theoretical concepts. They are practical, hard-won lessons from entrepreneurs who are actively scaling their businesses. We hope this short dive into their insights has given you plenty to think about for your own business.
And if you're keen to hear the full stories, the deeper dives into their strategies, and the personal anecdotes that make these interviews so compelling, you can find the full-length ScaleUp Radio interviews wherever you like to listen to your podcasts. Just search for ScaleUp Radio.
Absolutely. And for those of you who resonate with the challenge of turning ideas into tangible results, or who feel overwhelmed by the day-to-day when you need to be working on your business, remember that ScaleUp Radio Shorts is brought to you by Smart 90.
Smart 90 provides a clear structure and a proven 90-day execution system to help you build a business plan that everyone can understand and buy into, complete with clear goals and deliverables. Our Rhythm 90 software helps you establish powerful business habits, track progress, and drive accountability across your team.
To learn more about how Smart 90 can help you step into a new era of business planning and achieve consistent, tangible results, visit us at smart90.co.uk. That's smart90.co.uk.
Thank you for tuning in to ScaleUp Radio Shorts. We look forward to bringing you more insights shortly.